Have you ever felt like God went silent, right in the middle of your biggest storm? Like you prayed, you cried out, you waited and waited, and still, all you hear back is silence. If you're a woman who's building a business while trying to walk by faith, you've probably had those nights. The phone is quiet, the inbox is empty. Your heart feels so heavy, and that little whisper starts to creep in. Where is God now? Well, I want to share a biblical truth with you today that might just change everything. God's silence doesn't mean his absence. In fact, sometimes it's the deepest form of his presence. Let's look at 1 Kings chapter 19. The prophet Elijah, this powerful man of God, runs into the wilderness. He's exhausted, he's afraid, and he feels completely alone. He's on the run for his life, and he's expecting God to show up in some dramatic wind, the destructive earthquake, or the consuming fire. But the Bible tells us God wasn't in any of those things. Instead, God spoke to him in a gentle whisper, a still, small voice. Isn't that interesting? God didn't shout over the noise of Elijah's fear and anxiety. He waited. He waited until Elijah was still enough to listen. So, if you're in a quiet season right now, if it feels like God isn't answering, maybe it's not because he's far away. Maybe he's closer than ever. So close that he doesn't need to shout. Think about another story. Jesus is in a boat with his disciples, and a furious storm kicks up. The waves are crashing over the side, the wind is howling, and the disciples are panicking for their lives. And where is Jesus? He's in the back of the boat, sound asleep. The disciples wake him up, frantic, saying, "Teacher, don't you care if we drown?" He gets up, calms the storm, and then asks them a powerful question. Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? His silence in the storm wasn't neglect, it was a demonstration of his authority. He wasn't worried because he was in control. Sometimes, God allows silence in our lives not to punish us, but to prepare us. He's teaching us to trust his authority even when we can't see him working. As a Christian entrepreneur, you are carrying 1,000 different weights. You're juggling your goals, your deadlines, your finances. You're trying to lead your team, serve your clients, and keep everything afloat. You put on a brave face and a smile for the world, but inside you are completely drained. You're pouring out from an empty cup. But in the midst of that hustle, God says something profound in Psalm 46, verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. That's not just a suggestion, it's a command for our own good. He's telling us to stop striving, to cease our frantic activity, and to simply recognize who he is. The world screams at you to hustle harder, post more, network more, do more. But heaven whispers, come closer. Isaiah 30 verse 15 says, in quietness and in trust is your strength. Now, that's not just poetic language. That is a spiritual principle for life and for business. A business built on a foundation of peace is a business that will last. A vision birthed in the presence of God is a vision that will truly flourish. And maybe, just maybe, what you're calling a delay is actually God building a stronger foundation under you. He's growing you in the silence. He's teaching you things about yourself, about Him, about your calling that no business book or marketing course could ever teach you. He is forming you into a woman who builds with heaven's blueprint, not just her own two hands. Look at the life of Jesus. The Gospels tell us that he often withdrew to quiet, lonely places to pray. He wasn't running away from his responsibilities, he was running toward his source of strength. He didn't need to escape the crowds. He needed alignment with the Father. And so do you. You are not a machine. You are not just an entrepreneur or a CEO. Before all of that, you are a daughter of the Most High King. It's time to take off the superhero cape. It's okay to lay down the weight that you were never meant to carry alone. And just listen. The Holy Spirit isn't loud and demanding. He doesn't compete with the chaos of your life. He waits for you in the stillness. He's right there in your unanswered questions, in the gap between your last client and the next deal, in those deep sighs no one else hears at 11:47 p.m. God is near. God is speaking. God is shaping you. There's a beautiful promise in Psalm 126, verse 5. Those who sow in tears will reap with songs of joy. Your quiet season of waiting, of confusion, of tears, it's a season of sowing. You are not stuck. You are being planted. In this hidden place, your roots of faith are growing deeper. Your spirit is learning what it truly means to trust. Your vision is being purified and clarified. And soon, what felt like silence will become a powerful song of victory. So listen very carefully to this. While the world is shouting for results, God is whispering about your identity. While everyone else is chasing performance and metrics, He is inviting you into His presence. So if today feels slow, if it feels like nothing is moving, if everything is just quiet, don't panic. Don't mistake stillness for stagnation. God isn't late. He's strategic, and right here in this silence, He is teaching you to hear His voice more clearly than you ever have before. Embrace it. Lean in. He has so much to say. Thank you so much for watching. If this message encouraged you today, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content to help you build your business on a foundation of faith. See you in the next video.